Alright, fam bam, we on our way to the courthouse. Y'all wish me luck. If you don't hear from me later today, probably mean I'm in jail. But don't trip, you will be hearing from me, you know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that, you know? Y'all just put your fists up, pump that, you know what I'm saying? And support your boy.
Just take everything out of your pockets, please. Thank you.
Sir, can I take a look at your cross for a second?
What?
Your cross, if that's okay. Some of these open. Does that open?
No, it doesn't.
It's a USB on the, oh, it's a USB, okay. Okay, some of them have a knife in them, that's why I was looking.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Can I get the case number now? Thank you. Hello. I was looking to file some documents and also see when is my court date, or see if I have one. Yes. It's 8Z0212747.
Last name?
Page.
What's an infraction?
Yeah.
Is that what you're here about, is the contestant hearing?
Is there a hearing? I'm not sure what you mean.
Did you file a by mail statement?
Yes.
Yes. So the hearing is today and the judge will read your statement today. And then we would mail you the response.
Oh, so I'm not supposed to appear today?
You didn't need to appear since you filed the statement.
Okay.
So that's what the judge will consider is what you put in writing. Was that your intent?
Well, I'm not sure. I didn't even know I had a court date today. I was just coming to file the documents, the same ones that I had previously filed.
So you already filed them?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just didn't know. I sent them here. Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I show you filed a statement. So that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing I sent here.
Yeah, since you filed the request and the statement at the same time, we just set you for a by mail or a contested by mail hearing where the judge just looks at what you wrote.
Okay. And that's what today is supposed to be?
And that is what today is.
And so when will I know, like, the judge's decision?
You usually put something in writing today, and the clerk would get it updated and mailed out. You should have it in a week or two.
Okay. So I was just making sure I didn't have to file it, so I don't need to, because I've already sent these documents. I don't need to.
Correct. I mean, I'm not looking at what you have, but I know that there's documents filed, so.
Okay.
If you have any concerns, you could go into the courtroom and attend the hearing. If the judge would hear from you, I don't know, or if he's just going to read your statement.
Okay, and where's the courtroom at? Is that here?
Yeah, courtroom 2. And the hearing's at 1:30.
At 1:30. So how do I get to the courtrooms from here?
It's right around the corner. So are you wanting to actually speak to the judge at your hearing?
I mean, I wasn't kind of prepared for this. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I would like to at least hear what's going on.
You're not going to hear what's going on unless the judge lets you speak at the hearing. And since it's set for a by mail, that would be up to the judge. But if you let the clerk know that you're there when the courtroom doors open, she'll let the judge know that you're there for the hearing.
Okay, yeah, I would like to be here for the hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
Just make sure you check in with the clerk, because sometimes when the judge calls the calendar, he doesn't call the cases that are set for the written statement.
okay.
Okay?
Okay, so just go to courtroom 2 and let the clerk know that I'm here for the hearing.
Yes.
Perfect.
And I'm not sure when the doors are open, usually 15 minutes before the hearing time at 1:30. There might be something going on before that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Also, is there somewhere where I can stamp my copies, or do you do that, or how does that work?
Okay. Mr. Page, if these are about your case today, oh. Okay, do you want to go into the hearing or not?
I do.
Okay, if you want to go into the hearing, I will let the clerk know that you're coming in, and you can file these in the courtroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Why can I file them here?
Because the judge won't see them. Because the judge isn't in here, the judge is in the courtroom. And they
I
won't be
understand
in
that.
there.
I just want to make sure that you guys have a copy. I have a copy for the judge also.
Well, the clerk in the courtroom will scan and index hers into the system. So I don't need a copy if she has a copy. It's not necessary. So if you're going to give them to the clerk, I can go let her know right now that you're coming in instead of doing your by mail, that you would like to talk to the
Was
judge.
there a way I could get those stamped, that I brought those in here?
That clerk can stamp them for you in the courtroom.
So you just can't do it at all?
Yeah, they're not filed with me. I want you to file them in the courtroom. She'll stamp them for you.
Why don't you want me to file them with you?
Because that's not how we do it.
I mean, I just want to make sure there's a copy in the case file. I mean, what if
Right.
there's more, like,
That's her job, to take paperwork from you that you...
so you don't file here?
No, that's her job.
I mean, you don't file at all here?
Things not related to what's currently going on in the courtroom right now, yes, this is going on in the courtroom right now. And you might even be missing your case if they call your name. So I want you to go to the courtroom.
Okay.
You can take those. And I will go let her know right now that you're coming in and you don't want to do it by mail, you'd like to also speak. Okay?
Thank you.
When is last name? When is...
Yeah, we can take those. You can send them over right now. I can get them done right now. Mr. Page? Is that you, sir? I have this submitted by mail. Did you not intend to do it by mail?
No, I actually didn't know I had a court date today. I wasn't sure if they were submitted because I never received anything back. So I came to file these, and the clerk
I
informed
got
me.
it submitted by mail. You can stay if you want. We can do it in person, or you can, because if you stay, we're just going to set it for a contested, or I can just do it by mail.
Yeah, I would like to just set it for contested.
Okay, so you want to stay then? All right. Just want to sure I wasn't wasting your time. All right. This is a pre-hearing conference calendar. So this isn't where you come and tell me I didn't do it and fight your ticket and have a big court case over that. That's a different court date. I see somebody go, oh, really? I understand. Okay. This is where you get all the information you need to know to make an informed decision on whether or not you want to contest or do something else. So I'm going to give you as much information as I can to make it clear to you so you make an informed decision. So the first option, as you all know, is you can contest the ticket. You want to fight the ticket. You want to have your hearing in court. What will happen is we'll need another court date. You'll fill out a form where you can ask for discovery. Discovery is another word for the evidence they're going to use against you. You can also ask to have anybody subpoenaed, an officer or another witness, if you want to have the court order them to be here. We can do that for you. And we have the city will come and they'll put on their case, and you'll have an opportunity to present a case you want. It's done by the standard of preponderance of the evidence. You're welcome. Preponderance of the evidence is a civil standard. Now, maybe some of you have heard of beyond a reasonable doubt. I see some nods. That's like they're on TV all the time. That's the highest standard we have. If your freedom is ever at stake, that's the standard we use. It's a criminal law case. The next standard is clear and convincing evidence. That's the one we use if somebody is trying to have if the government's trying to take away somebody's child. So it's pretty severe, but still not as high as your freedom. And preponderance of the evidence is a civil standard. It's more likely than not. So if you think of it as a scale, if the scale is even, defense wins. If it tips slightly in the city's favor, in this case, city wins. So tie goes to the runner, tie goes to the defense, but tips slightly in the city's favor, and the city wins. So that's a contested. You'll fill out a form, we'll get you out of here, we'll give you another court date, we'll have you come in, and we'll have our hearing. Those take a long time. Meaning if I had this full courtroom and everybody did their contested hearing, it would take a long time. So we obviously couldn't do it today, but that's one option. The other option you have, well, let me back up. Let's say you were contesting a speeding ticket, and the officer said you were going 30 and a 25, and you said, no, I looked at my speedometer, and my speedometer said I was going 25. And I ask you, well, how long, what kind of car is it? It's a 2007 Chrysler. When was the last time your speedometer was certified? Well, 2007 probably. And the officer gets on the stand and says, well, I had a speed measuring device that's certified in the last 12 months. I checked it before and after the stop for accuracy. It was working properly. It bounces lasers off the cars. Which is more likely to be accurate? The 11-year-old speedometer in your car or the speed measuring device from the officer? More likely than not. Just an example. Also, some people have insurance tickets, and they wish to contest their insurance ticket because I was insured on the date of the incident. That's not what the ticket is for. The ticket is for not giving an officer insurance or registration upon demand. So you have to hand it to them when they ask for it. If you were insured on the date of the incident, I can dismiss that today with a $25 administrative fee if you can show me that. So that's one of the examples we're going to talk about. All right, so that's contested. If you want to do that, when I call you up, we can do that. Next, mitigation. A mitigation hearing we can do today because that doesn't require the other side, but it's also you not fighting the ticket. A mitigation hearing is where you ask the judge to lower the cost of the ticket for a mitigating factor. Sometimes your good driving record is good enough for me. I like doing mitigation hearings. I get to be the good guy. I don't get to be the good guy very often. There are limits on how much I can lower it, or if I can lower it at all. Some statutes keep me from lowering certain tickets. In a mitigation hearing, I can lower that for you. For example, Your Honor, I was speeding, yes, but my son was in the back seat bleeding and I was trying to get him to the hospital. That's a mitigating factor. It says, you're not allowed to speed, but it's still a mitigating factor. Or my wife was going into labor, something to that effect. Something else you can do in a mitigating hearing is I can most likely allow community service hours instead of a fine. I'm not here to bankrupt you or ruin you. So, for example, if you're unemployed and you can't afford a $100 fine, I can allow you to do community service for that. That's on a mitigation hearing. You can also do what's called a deferred finding if you are eligible for a deferred finding. A deferred finding is a statutory right that every driver has in the state of Washington. And you get to do it every 7 years. What I mean by that is, if you think of it like a currency, you can spend it today and you won't be able to get another one back for 7 years from today's date. Okay, so you get to do it every 7 years. And when you spend that, what you're doing is you're entering an agreement with the court that for the next 12 months, you'll have no traffic tickets or criminal law violations. And you'll pay $150. That's $150 regardless of the cost of your ticket. If your ticket's $800, it's $150. If your ticket's $80, it's $150. I can't let you do community service for that $150. If you pay the $150, have no tickets, no criminal law violations, 12 months later, your ticket is dismissed as if it didn't happen. You can defer one moving violation and one non-moving violation every 7 years. Now, several people aren't eligible. If you have a commercial driver's license or drive a commercial vehicle, you cannot get it deferred. If you've had one in the last 7 years, you obviously cannot get it deferred. And if you don't have a driver's license, I don't get it, you have it deferred. So that's a deferred. We know about mitigation. We know about contesting. So that's all the information I wanted you to have. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call you up. Come on up, sir. All right, Mr. Page, we received a written form from you. Would you rather set it for contested hearing in court?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't want to do anything else today. You just want to set it for contested.
Yes.
All right, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Mr. Page, I'm going to hand you a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to have you sit at that table over there and fill this out. When you're done with that, come on up. I'll take care of you, okay? Just let me know when you're ready. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
Come on back up. You can just hand it right up to me if you want to walk it up here.
I did have a quick question.
Yeah.
By the waiver of the pre-hearing conference, am I waiving any rights or anything?
Let me take a look here. No. In some jurisdictions, if you waive your pre-hearing conference, you waive your right to defer the hearing at the beginning. That's not the same thing here, though the city might object because they might be curious, especially if you're subpoenaing the officer, right? So that means that officer might be paid money, so they might object to you and refer. Okay?
I didn't check it yet.
I'm gonna check it for you guys, okay? You want discovery sent?
Yeah.
Do you have an address for that?
Yes, it's on the bottom.
Perfect, thank you. All right, let's say, do we know when our hearing, that date's gonna be yet? April 27, at 9:30? 1:30.
And will I get a copy of that?
Yes.
All
It's
right.
in here, or? 4/27, 2018, 1:30 p.m. in courtroom 1, so same building just across the hall, okay?
Okay.
Once you see the clerk, we'll get you out of here. Have a great day.
What up, though, fam bam? So, I'm free. I'm still free. They bullshitting. They try to set a nigga up. They actually scheduled a hearing without me knowing, but since I showed up, they rescheduled it for a contested hearing because he was just gonna decide without